Sister Lisa Peters will be speaking to us tonight about technology as it relates to its usage for online learning. With a constant use and reliance on technological device in this era, it is important that parents adequately monitor your child as work needs to be submitted on time, and equally be vigilant that your child is utilizing those devices in a positive way. Knowing how to navigate these different platforms and programs will definitely ease the concerns, fears, and difficulties that parents have been experiencing. Please listen carefully to the information so that you can keep abreast with your child's work and monitor their progress. It is said that knowledge is wealth. Therefore, acquire all knowledge from this invigorating presentation. Thank you.
Good night, parents. Monitoring our child's online phone activity is vital in such a time as now. My duty this evening is to introduce to you a few apps that we can use on our personal devices to monitor our children's activity on their devices, such as iPhones, iPads, tablets, on any Android devices. What I've noticed, however, that the institutional given Chromebooks cannot be monitored as these are governed by the institution that gave them out. But once the computer belongs to the child, you're able to monitor all the activities of your child. So what are some of the things that these apps do? They can view all incoming calls to that particular device, outgoing and deleted messages. They can check call history. They can track the GPS location of the device. They can access the Facebook account, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, all the social media. You're able to monitor your children's activity on a daily basis. Screen time is also, you're able to set screen time for your child when the child should come off the computer and go to sleep or get devotion done, and so on and so forth. However, these applications are not free, and so a cost comes to it. Once you have downloaded it, you'd have to pay a monthly fee in order to be able to monitor your children. So let me go through the first one, MSpy, and you can track your child using your cell phone and track the devices. So we're going to view the demo because, as I said, this is a app that you have to buy and I did not pay for it. So we're going to view the demo to see how this app is used to track your child's device. Okay, so once you download the app and you sign up, you get an identification number. You now sign in your child information so that the child's ID, email, cell number goes in. The child becomes a part of your account and you're able to track your child's device. So you're able to see the following things on your child's device. So text messages, all the contact persons that are on your child's phone, calls that comes in, any events in the calendar, the different photos, the different videos, different Wi-Fi networks. You can track the keyboard. As I said, GPS location, you're able to do that, and you're able to track your child's social network. You know, this is a major area that all our children are involved in, and sometimes they are part of different social media platform that we are not even aware of. And so we need to know what is happening with our children, who are the persons they are interacting with. And so you're able to observe WhatsApp, Telegram, Viper, Tinder, Line, Snapchat, Skype, Instagram, Facebook, and Facebook is one of those major areas, and Facebook Messenger that we need to be observing as parents, because sometimes our children are speaking with persons who, the intention is not honorable. If the child browse any sites, you're able to see the browse history. All right. Any bookmark that is made by the child, you're able to do that. You are also able to block websites. So all the pornography websites, you're able to block them so your child do not have access to that. All right. There are certain applications too, like games. Our children are so caught up in these online games, we can block them as well. And so this application, as I said, this is one of the best one I've seen, from my observation of the different application that we can use to monitor our children. This was one of the best one I've seen, Spy, in terms of the social media and blocking sites. Most of them will give you the black site, so you could always do a general blocking of different sites, but not all of them allows you to observe your child's social network activity. All right, so let us just take a quick peep at this demo that we have here. So this is showing the most recent messages that the person sent out, and so we see that this child spoke to Matty, dad, and mom. All right, and so you're able to see how long, the conversation went on for. And so when you click here, you will be able to see all the different messages that were sent out. Most calling contacts, the child will call the most. All right, so how much time for the day the person was called. Like you see, Teresa was called 5 times, Lisa 3 times, Jessica 2 times. And then these are the websites that were visited. Location, checking location, so you know where the child went. Okay, went straight to school, went straight back home, do you stop on the way? You're able to see all that information. So overall, it gives you a target device activity. So browser history, GPS location, text messages, and social media. And it will give you a graph that shows you the activity on all of these different platforms, the frequency in our graph format. So as I said, this is one of those apps that I would recommend for us to use as parents in monitoring our children, especially using social network and browsers, using the different sites that the children will go on, in blocking certain sites for them not to visit. So the next application that I want to introduce to you is called Google Family Link. Google, as you know, has been taking over the scene in terms of providing us with all the different things that we need, all the different applications that we need in one place, especially now where all the schools are using a virtual platform for education. And so Google has put in their package what is called the Family Link. And what this does is that it helps family to create a healthy digital community within the home. And so the parents are able to monitor their young children and teens, the application that they use, screen time, and so on and so forth. So how do we do this? First, you would have to download the Family Link app, right? And this can only be done on an handheld device like a phone or an iPad or a tablet. So let me show you what it looks like. So this is basically the icon for the link. And so when you go to the App Store, you want to look for this. Okay, so once you have downloaded the app, you sign in. So you have to sign in your email address. As I said, this app is compatible with an iPad, an iPhone, or Android L device. All right, so you sign in, then you go to next. You become who is called a family manager, and so you are the person in charge. And what you need to do now is to add your children to your account, so you are able now to monitor their devices. All right, so I am already a manager. So as a manager, I can manage my family group. I can create Google accounts for my children. I can supervise them using the family link. And so what I would do is create a link, and then the link would have sent to their device. Add another parent to help with supervision. So I can do all of those. So what you need to do is ensure that you have a Google account for your child. Make sure it's a Google account. Once your child have a Google account, and if your child don't have, you set up one, then you go to, yes, your child has one. You're gonna get the child's device. All right. You and your child will set up a supervision for their device. This will take about 10 minutes. So you have to have that device near you once you have entered your child information. You're going to open Google Play on your child's device, and you're going to look for Google Family Link for Children and Teenagers app. And that app is different from the one that you have. You have Google Family Link. And so you are opening the app that says Google Family Link for Children and Teenagers app. Once you have done this, then you're going to sign in your child using the code below. So this is a Family Link access code. You're going to put it in your child's device. And once you have done that, you and your child can now set up the monitoring process of that device. So the third app that I want to introduce is called Title. And this is an app that is used on iPhones and iPads, as it is an iOS application. And what this app does is that it allows you to set screen time, and it allows for GPS location tracking as well. So once you have downloaded the app, and this is the icon for it, it's in your app store. So it's this white circle with a black T, and you'll see the word Title. So say hello to small parenting. So this is one of the way to, monitor your child's screen time, especially a very young child, because you want to make sure that he has a balance setting. Not all the time is spent on devices, but the child is able to explore his environment and learn. And so once you have done that, once you have downloaded the application, you want to choose who is using the app. So is it a parent? Is it a child? So you select, here you go to next. And this is a, well, as you know, almost all apps used with iOS are paid for. So this is an application that you have to pay for, and it has in-store cost as well. Okay, so I have spoken to you about 3 applications that you can use as parents to monitor your children, whether you're monitoring their screen time, whether you're monitoring their GPS location, whether you're monitoring their browsing history, their social networking, whatever it is that you want to monitor, whether it be a child under 13, whether it be a teenager. All right, so these applications, we can use them. As I said, we have to pay for them, but money value does not compare to the safety of our children, especially in these times. Our children are exposed to so many things on the internet. And so, as parents, we have to invest in the safety of our children. And so, my encouragement is use Google Family Link if you have Android devices. If you have a mixture of Apple and Android in your household, then use MSpy, because MSpy gives you a wider range of monitoring, as I said before, in terms of social networking and blocking different different windows such as pornography sites and so on and so forth. So let us invest in our children, you know. Let us get let us get one of these applications, whichever is best for you, whichever can work with your budget, and let us do something in safeguarding our children to the contents that the devil has set up in order to deceive them. All the best as we guide and protect our children as they use the internet.